Hey everyone, welcome back to ECS Motion. My name's Alex, and for this video, I'm doing another weather forecast around Australia, mainly Queensland, New South Wales, and WA. Also, parts of the Northern Territory and far north Queensland. Forecast for a tropical low that may develop over the Cape York Peninsula next week. That may become a weak system over the Coral Sea, and also general weather forecast around Australia, and also the extreme temperatures going on around the interior parts of Australia. But thanks so much for watching. I would really appreciate if you subscribe, and I'll keep making these videos more often. So start things off in New South Wales. Queensland. We had some very good storms last night in some areas, especially along the coast, especially around Mackay. We had a good storm come through. Gladstone, I was in Gladstone yesterday evening, and there was a good little shelf cloud that came through. So there were some good storms along the coast with some good rain and some good showers. In Brisbane, there was a severe thunderstorm that moved through with very heavy rain yesterday around the Brisbane area and Toowoomba. Couple powerful storms there with heavy rain. I knew they're going to happen. Not so much large hail and damaging winds. Those didn't happen, but we might see that come up in the future few days. So looking today, looks like we're going to see a severe thunderstorm outbreak. Very dangerous. Looks normally around the Rockhampton you see the Gladstone sort of Agnes water. I think it's just going to be very heavy rain. Might not be a very severe outbreak. It could be just a stock standard thunderstorm outbreak with heavy rain. That's well and truly possible. Looking down south towards Brisbane and Toowoomba, you see just light showers and light thunderstorms. It's nothing too severe at all, nothing crazy. You can see this rain band is going to linger around the coast. You can see around Bundaberg. Looks like a lot of rain is going to fall in some of these areas. Looking into Monday in the morning, Bundaberg is possibly going to wake up to some very good rain. It's going to be raining a fair bit that day before it eases off and before another thunderstorm outbreak occurs in the inland sort of areas near Dingo, Billawheeler, Rolleston, and also north towards Mackay. We could see some cells there that could go severe for heavy rainfall, and also into southeast Queensland we might see a couple of cells go severe warned for heavy to locally intense rainfall. That's well and truly possible. Wouldn't be surprised if we got rain accumulations up to 100 millimetres in some spots to the south of Brisbane, in between Brisbane and the Gold Coast. Heavy to locally intense rains very possible on Monday indeed. Going into Tuesday, you can see coastal showers, light thunderstorms along the whole coast, extending all the way from Ogmore down to the southeast Queensland corner. Very possible of any rain. If you do live along this coast, you have a very good chance of getting at least 5 to 50 millimetres of rain. Very welcoming indeed in some of these areas. Some of these areas don't really need too much of that rain, like Billawheeler and Edisvoid. They already got some very good storms the past few days. But still, that rain's good, and hopefully Gladstone will get some more since we had some yesterday. Going into Wednesday, you can see this rain will sort of continue around the Rockhampton, Gladstone, Agnes Water sort of area, where this low pressure system deepens, gets close towards Rockhampton. It will be driving all this rain on the southern flank, which could cause some minor issues about flooding, but I don't think there will be too much along the coast. But further inland, there is a chance of some minor to moderate flooding. As you can see on Wednesday, looks like we're going to see a very big outbreak of storms. In fact, severe thunderstorms in southeast Queensland for heavy, locally intense rainfall, large hailstones and damaging wind gusts. The large hail and damaging winds are most likely going to be around the southeast Queensland area. Towards the north, I reckon it's just going to be for heavy rain or nothing at all. And then looking into Thursday, just rain showers here and there. Happy holidays, by the way, the end of school for Queenslanders. However, New South Wales, you've still got about a week or two for school. Looking throughout the week and see Friday, bit of a rain bomb may develop near Rockhampton, Ogmore. It's just going to be light showers towards the north, towards Mackay. Mackay might get some good rain Saturday. But in central and southeast Queensland, there's nothing at all after Thursday, really, I'd say. You can see just very, very clear. A few storms here and there are possible, but nothing severe at all. So I wouldn't be getting your hopes up for any rain after Thursday. So now let's get into North Queensland. Before we do, hang on, let's get into rain accumulations. There's going to be some very heavy. There's going to be some very healthy rain accumulations in some areas, especially around the Gladstone, Agnes Water, Bundaberg area. You can just see along the coast for the Brisbane area, mainly going to be from our storms we'll see on Tuesday. In fact, if we just do that on Tuesday, when those storms are meant to come through, sometimes Tuesday and Wednesday, you can see a majority of that rain will fall those days because of those storms that will come from shore. And you can see today will be a majority of the rain from coastal showers, especially around Agnes Water. You can see 150 millimetres are well and truly possible, up to 200 millimetres towards the south and north of Bundaberg. Gladstone expecting a top of 100, Rockhampton about 120, Ogdenmore about 50 or 60 millimetres, West Hill, Mackay about 100 millimetres. So very healthy accumulations. Inland not as much though, but there's still some very decent rain expected around those areas. So very wanting to look at that and not the fire conditions. Let's move into North Queensland. I'm going to try to get the whole thing included. I might, not talk about everything, but I'll try to talk about as much as I can because I don't want the video to be long. So today, coastal showers, nothing exciting. Couple patchy thunderstorms here and there possible. Monday, absolutely boring. Just a few showers here and there, especially around Mackay. We already talked about that, right? I shouldn't be talking about Mackay. North Peninsula coast will just be light showers. I'll get to in a second. We might see a bit of a thunderstorm outbreak on Tuesday. In fact, possible severe thunderstorm outbreak with heavy to locally intense rainfall is a possibility. I wouldn't give it exactly a high chance of happening, but there is a slight chance of some severe cells going severe one for heavy locally intense rain. Wednesday morning looks like a bit of a rain bomb, rain event, or a storm outbreak may develop near Bowen sort of area. Looks like it's just going to sit there until 9 a.m. where it will weaken off. And then gradually dissipates before what looks like another outbreak of thunderstorms around Charters Towers, south of Georgetown, near Hughenden. So severe storms are possible, but again, I wouldn't be giving them high chances. I think it's just going to be some normal stock standard rain stuff. But it's Thursday, we could see another outbreak, and there's a slight chance of some severe cells extending all the way from Mackay all the way up to basically Cooktown and inland. You can see severe storms are well and truly possible for heavy rainfall, especially along the coast here near Cooktown. You can see this tropical low will develop. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, heavy rains well and truly possible. On Friday, we might see a weak system develop in the Coral Sea. And then looking into Friday itself, you can see a bit of rain, good rain there expected. Saturday, coastal showers here and there. Monday, also a few light coastal showers, but nothing exciting. Tuesday, kind of boring, except around Croydon, a few storms here and there. Possible Wednesday, boring. And then after Wednesday, basically, it's getting a little bit unreliable. But we'll talk about all this in a future forecast. So nothing to really think about right now. Looking at the rain accumulations, they're not going to be too hyped up in most areas, but there will be some good, decent rain accumulations in some more so inland areas, but along the coast, there isn't going to be too much. You can see more so inland and Charters Towers is going to be a good, closer to 90, 100 millimeters in some spots from that heavy rain we're expecting from thunderstorms. But along the coast, there is a good chance of some severe rain accumulations. Not severe. What am I talking about? Good rain accumulations. 150 mils is definitely a good thing. Not a bad thing. Not a good thing, but sort of in the middle. But yes, Cardwell expected about 150. Karumba expected about close to 50 or 60 millimeters, and along the inland sort of area, it's just gonna be mainly from the weak storms we'll see just around 30 to 40 millimeters and 50. So yeah, but looking on the top peninsula coast, you can see rain accumulations well above 100 millimeters, and that's going to be from the tropical low we'll see develop and bring that rain. So yeah, that over there's nothing exciting, just coastal showers and light thunderstorms here and there every day. So, excuse me about that. Let's move into New South Wales. There's nothing really to talk about. There is one outbreak I want to talk about. Um, it doesn't look like it's going to be too severe, but I'll try to get everything into the shot. So, Sunday, nothing exciting today. A few showers here and there. uh, the northeast New South Wales might get a few showers. Going to Tuesday, we were expecting a severe thunderstorm outbreak, but I don't feel like that's going to happen. We were saying that there would be a severe thunderstorm outbreak around the Bega sort of area, but I don't feel like that's going to happen. There will be some interest in um, Victoria. I'll talk about that later. But overall, New South Wales is absolutely nothing in the way of storms, except for Wednesday. I might see a bit of a weak outbreak of thunderstorms along the coast from Sydney up to Kempsey. Yeah, we might see a bit of a severe thunderstorm outbreak near Lismore on Wednesday in the afternoon. There is a slight chance of some severe cells that go severe windfall, heavy rainfall, damaging winds, and large hail. Like that throughout the week. Rain is absolutely blump. There's nothing at all in the way of rain, just a few showers, that's all. It's just nothing. Before we will probably see an outbreak of thunderstorms on Sunday, but again, this is very unreliable. It's still 14 days into the future. There's nothing to really know too much about it. And just looking at the rain accumulations, if I can get this to work again. The rain accumulations are very low indeed. In some of these areas, there's going to be near zero rain. And that's just because there's so little rain, little thunderstorms. Anyway, you can just see inland orange parks where the last few weeks we saw up to like 300, 200 millimeters, and now we're seeing none. It's because of that big rain event we saw. But yeah, Coffs Harbour, Grafton, we might see some good rains just because of those light showers we'll see throughout the week, but nothing really exciting, nothing out there. So yeah, and along the coast you can see just very small accumulations, up to about 5 to 30 millimeters are possible, but it's nothing exciting at all. Now, I'll just quickly talk about a minute about Victoria. Nothing exciting at all. It's only Tuesday. We might see a little weak outbreak of thunderstorms. There is a slight chance of severe ones with damaging winds because it's going to be associated with a cold front south of Mansfield, east of Melbourne. But after that, there's nothing at all. The rain accumulations are going to be very low and cheap, so nothing to think about. Let's move into WA. We've got a fair bit to talk about here. We've got a thunderstorm outbreak expected to materialise today. You can see severe thunderstorms are possible with heavy rainfall in North WA, North Central WA, more so like it. Just rain showers, really. Throughout Tuesday, you can see the storms continue in North WA. They're going to be piling on that rain. There's going to be a fair bit of rain. I can guarantee to you. It looks like a thunderstorm outbreak. In fact, maybe a severe thunderstorm outbreak on Tuesday in the evening. That's possible. It's only 3 days away, so it's not that unreliable. And looking into Wednesday, we might see a couple coastal storms and showers here and there into the west, but there's nothing exciting expected. It's just going to be a weak, sort of rain showers, and after Thursday, absolutely boring. But I can guarantee to you something towards Christmas. There's going to be scorching hot temperatures. I can guarantee to you there'll be like temperatures well over 45 degrees are well and truly possible in some areas. So I'm just going to show you the temperatures as well because it's meant to be a temperature forecast. I'm going to look into most of Australia because this is a bit of a complicated forecast. This is going to be heat will build over Queensland, New South Wales, this general area, wherever you see it. Very hot temperatures up to about 45 degrees in some areas, 44. About 43 for Birdsville, Karratha about 30, like that, more so inland, close to 40, 41 degrees. So it's very hot in some of these areas. For some people it's normal, for some people it's really uncomfortable. And yeah, it looks like heat will really build inland in South Australia. There's some extreme heat waves expected around this area. You can see 46, 47 degrees on Monday outside of Birdsville and Cooper Petty. You see heat will really explode. some of those days where you see the white and greys, where you see temperatures well above 45 degrees. You can see Wednesday, another scorching hot day. A bit of a relief to Victoria and New South Wales. It's going to be in mid-30s just because of those southerly winds. But it'll still be quite hot in some of those areas. Thursday, hot for the northern parts of Australia. You see hot temperatures continuing throughout Saturday. It looks like a scorching hot day. For some of the inland coastal areas near Carnarvon, you can see close to 48, 47 degrees, which, I mean, it's typical for this time of year. Looks like Sunday's another scorching hot day, and yeah, just throughout the week. Looks like on Christmas, it's going to be a super, super duper hot day. Well, not super duper, but it's going to be a hot day. Especially inland WA, it's going to be very hot. But thank goodness for New South Wales, there'll be a bit of a reprieve. But I think on Christmas, it's going to be an excellent day to go swimming along the East Coast and West Coast, wherever you live. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very hot month. Now, before I wrap up the video and finish it off, we'll just talk about 2 tropical lows possible. So starting off in the Indian Ocean, I've got a bit of a croaky voice, so I've got a bit of a cold. So if we go to Thursday, we were expecting a tropical low to spin up somewhere here. I don't really think that's going to happen though. The Bureau of Meteorology hasn't even found it, but it does look like we have something spinning here. And I'm going to be keeping a close eye on that. But the forecast was suggesting a weak tropical low to develop on Sunday. There is a slight chance, but you can see it doesn't really do much. It just, very cheap. It's not doing anything. There's absolutely no threat to land to WA coast right now. It's not even expected to develop. You can see those southerly winds will just destroy the system. It's not going to be able to intensify at all in no cost. But there will be some interest in the Gulf Carpentaria and the Coral Sea. Starting from about Tuesday, Wednesday, we might see a bit of a weak tropical low develop somewhere near the Gulf of Carpentaria. If we can see a bit of a circulation going on. The Bureau of Meteorology is giving about a 15% chance of developing to a tropical cyclone. And you can see, I can't even see where it's spinning. Oh, yes, it's spinning down there. So it'll start spinning around the Townsville sort of area. And it looks like it might have some slight gusty wind gusts, Maybe this is like a part of it. But I don't think they're very strong. They're not gale force. And there's no threat to land at the moment. And you can see it just moves further out to sea, and you can see it just sort of looks like it weakens. It doesn't look like it's going to strengthen or anything. So it's a very cheap system. I don't think it's even going to impact land at all. But we'll keep a close eye on this. In the future forecast, I will update you with this system. Maybe something will develop. And if you're mad at me for not talking about the Northern Territory weather, I can guarantee to you most of these areas, just every day, there'll be patchy showers, patchy isolated thunderstorms, and, light rain. So there's no point for me talking about that, where, you already know what's going to be going on around there. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, and yeah, I hope you liked the video. And if you want to see more of these videos, I recommend subscribing. I'll keep doing these videos. It's really fun. And I will talk to you all later in the next future forecast video. Talk to you all later. See ya.